Hello everyone, we're back here with another Blullet, whatchamacallit, Blullet Knockout match here. Dr. 1000 IQ against Samer, and we already have a tight score. Very exciting match. Unfortunately, I was unable to cover it from thence. So yeah, let's start with, wait, oh, the board is frozen here. Ah, shoot. As per usual. Alright, I think everything should be working fine now. And the clocks are frozen. Aha. Technical issues as per usual. Alright. This one here. And I believe things should be up and running in just a few seconds. Alright, so very exciting match, and actually I was able to witness the last game, which was absolutely bonkers. Maybe I'll show it during the breaks. Alright, so let's see what's going on here. Some kind of Fianchetto position with an isolated pawn, and the pawn is pushed. Alright. Okay. So there's an extra pawn for Samer here. Wow, looking good for Samer already. Ah, but wait, there's a piece. There's a piece missing. What happened? And why is he continuing to play this on? Huh? Wait, what did we miss here? Bazinga. Okay, that's a piece trade. Ah, yeah, so this entire sequence was not working, and yeah. Dr. 1000 IQ is completely winning here. So yeah, Dr. 1000 IQ lost the last game, and it was a crazy game. I really need to show it. But here, Dr. 1000 IQ seems to be recovering, or well on his way to recovery. How much time is remaining here? 39 minutes. Well, 21 minutes. So I really think Samer should resign here. There is really no point in playing on. He does have the passed D pawn, but I mean it's a full extra piece. That's way too much. Alright, let's see how Samer is going to try. I mean, yeah, and even like B7 is hanging. Well, you don't take B7 immediately, but there are some bishop takes B7. Like bishop takes B7, bishop F4 ideas. Somewhat, yeah, seem to work. Okay, the knight comes to D5. That's not a very stable square after bishop E6. So yeah, what's the point after bishop E6? Maybe just queen or bishop F4 and bishop F4 and then queen takes B7. Yes. Now this is a simple conversion. Akram having a snack here and snacking on these pawns on the queen side with queen takes B7 and queen takes A7 coming up. Right. So quite bad, looking quite bad here. Well, quite bad for Samer. Alright, so queen h5, okay, queen takes b7 as per the plan. I don't really see a reason why not to do that. And after, let's say, queen takes b7, there comes knight c7 as well as a threat, threatening these two peeps. Okay, rook takes e6. Well, rook e1, insinuating some rook takes e6 ideas. Very interesting here by Dr. 1000 IQ. Samer adds pressure to the pinned piece, and is that piece? No, it's not lost, of course. There's knight e7 and no, queen takes b7 doesn't solve that. Yeah, there's knight e7. But knight e7, yeah, it's running out. Rook d7 now. Wait, wasn't rook d7? What? Wasn't there rook d7 there? Huh. I guess after rook d7, rook takes e7, you have bishop d6, so you're still winning material as white, but it's not so clear. Okay. Anyway, didn't go for that. Now knight c6, and yeah, everything should be good. Rook d7 still, though. Yeah, but it's not really achieving much, is it? Yeah. Just queen b4 maybe now, queen b4. Quite an interesting move, trying to trade off queens and just further the, I wouldn't say attack, well, just the trading of pieces to consolidate the advantage here. So queen b4, a very, very natural move. And what is black going to play here? I mean, he should probably just go back with queen 8. No, queen h5, there's the bishop, of course. So yeah, he traded and took on b2. The pawn is looking... there are some threats here. There are some threats. For now, everything seems covered, but it's getting quite dicey for white, I feel. It's getting quite dicey for white. I don't know. The d pawn seems particularly strong. It's probably nothing, though. You always have bishop e5 check. No, I think I would have played bishop e5 here. I guess it's dangerous though. After d2 you have to go rook d1, but at least something to consider when you have 3 minutes on the clock. Rook d1 is definitely not an automatic move in my opinion. Rook e d1, that is. Let us be precise here. Alright, so is he thinking of bishop takes b4, rook takes b4, bishop takes a2? Definitely not, right? Yeah, that seems, of course, d2, very natural move. And some bishop f5 is coming maybe with bishop c2 ideas after like bishop takes b4 then. So perhaps some of this is going to occur. So let's see here what white is going to do. I'm just making sure the stream is running. a3, reasonable move, protecting the knight. And getting out of any bishop takes a2 ideas. And a5, kicking away the one knight. And now bishop f5 and bishop c2 is coming. Okay, he plays the check. I guess that's enough. Yeah. You have to take, you're forced to take here. I don't know what Samer is thinking about. You're not going to play king f8, king g8. You have to take, Sam. It's weird to spend so much time on a... Yeah, not f6 of course doesn't. Yeah, it's just an only move. Just play it and then think what happens. Okay, he wanted to play this kind of a tempo move, but rook e1, rook e1. Whoa, whoa, rook e1 is coming. You can't desperado it with knight takes g6 and bishop. Rook takes d2. Goes what? What about rook e1? The bishop is covering. What am I talking about? Oh my god! But still, even though the bishop is covering, black has to have something here. But the knight is attacking the pawn. Yeah, this just simply doesn't work. Now knight takes d2 even, or rook takes d2 of course. Yeah, then now it's just an extra piece. Yep, and an extra pawn to boot. Brilliant play by Dr. 1000 IQ. It looked very dicey there, but he was able to convert it. Yeah, but this is, to be honest, quite a bit of a waste of time for Samer. He should have resigned like 10 minutes ago. I don't know what dragging this on does. Yeah, he's trying to mess it up, but yeah, it's basically impossible now. King f8, yeah, there's nothing there, of course. This is just an extra piece and an easy conversion for Mr. Dr. 1000 IQ. Alright, so the king comes up. Still not really finding the winning method, and now he does. Okay, if you want to troll after rook f8, you can go knight f7. Stalemate. I feel like some stalemate is coming up. Okay, now rook g8 and just picks up, skewers the rook, and yeah, that's rather simple. So yeah. The score hasn't been updated. I see. Right, let's show you the proper score. So it's 3-2 for Dr. 1000 IQ. It was 2-2 previously, so a very, very close match so far at least. And let's see how this match will proceed. By the way, and the Bullet, actually, I think they're about equal in terms of their bullet ratings. So the Dr. 1000 IQ has a 200-point advantage in Blitz, current and in the peak ratings. But in terms of the Bullet, I believe they've both reached 2400 something. Or 2500 something. So it's going to be quite close in the Bullet. Alrighty, let's see. Wow, I really love this position for black. C4, very well timed kind of pawn break, and now you take, and the C4 pawn is quite weak. The C4 pawn is quite weak, and yeah, black's pieces just look very active, while white's pieces look kind of ridiculous, to be honest. And by kind of ridiculous, I mean very ridiculous. Alright. So what is he going to play now? What's Dr. 1000 IQ and his 1000 IQ brain thinking about? Maybe some knight e7, maybe. That's stupid though. Yeah, you don't want to take... threatening queen f2, okay. Yeah, and preventing the bishop from developing, because then comes queen takes b2. So threatening this, and queen takes b2 should the bishop move. Very nice move, I love it. So you don't want to take because you don't want to develop the bishop, and Dr. 1000 IQ avoids that. And at the same time, you want to try to activate your pieces somehow. So he does just that. Okay, but now takes on f4. And you have to take back with the pawn, and it's looking disgusting. It's looking absolutely disgusting. There may even be a tactic here. I guess it doesn't work. It's kind of long-winded. Yeah, that doesn't even work in the slightest, so forget about it. I'm not going to mention it. Okay, I will. So my thinking was, after takes, maybe some takes here. Because after knight takes, you have queen f2. And the point is, after queen here, you take, and then you take the rook. But the rook isn't hanging. The knight would actually be protecting it. So that doesn't work. Takes on h3, of course. Yeah. That's a freebie. No need to take on c4. He could have considered some other ideas, though. Now comes knight d5. Which shouldn't be much after like queen c5, but something to think about. Excuse me. Queen c5, threatening queen takes c4, so that needs to be addressed. First you have to take on e8, and then you have to protect on c4. Or not. Okay, just take on c4 then. That's a freebie. And humans like free stuff, right? Alright. So yeah, Samer is not going to even draw this game. He's definitely going to lose, so I think he should resign. Or maybe he just wants to draw up the 5+1. Yeah, that's a sensible strategy. Cannot be blamed. Now maybe just queen b5. Attacking b2 and threatening some rook takes e3 ideas. Maybe. Yeah, queen b5 very natural. There are some rook takes e3 ideas, but I can't really make them work, so I don't know. By the way, I haven't seen Samer in a while. His hair has grown quite a bit, actually. He used to sport a short haircut. Used to sport short hair, now he's letting it grow out. Okay, here in Fashion Weekly with me. Rook takes e3. Yep, and queen takes b2 check, and yeah, queen takes b2 and bishop takes c3, and you can't oh, excuse me, you can't play rook e2, of course, because you can't play this because that rook would be simply hanging, so you must acquiesce and play this and rook d2. And rook h2 check is a monster threat, and if the queen moves to defend, then you take the knight. But actually there's rook e8, so like if the queen moves here and you take the knight, there's rook e8. So that wasn't really working for black, and now the knight comes to f3, attacks the rook and threatens the rook. I don't know, I feel like Dr. 1000 IQ isn't thinking enough about some critical moves. Like this is, rook d2 is the type of move you should spend at least a few minutes to think about it. Well, not few minutes, but at least a few seconds. So now he's making a hash out of it, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, okay, but the exchange doesn't really matter so much. You have a crazy strong bishop pair and 2 pawns, so of course black is still winning, but he's making a hash out of it. It's a bit unnecessary to allow this kind of counterplay. Rook d8, just a very sensible move. No need to overcomplicate things, and try to develop with bishop e6, and bishop takes c3 will then come, and yeah, just play normally. No need to go all out for some kind of craziness. Alright, by the way, we're 54 minutes in. This might be the last 5+1 game. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, if Dr. 1000 IQ spends most of his time, it should be the last 5+1 game. But he might not, seeing how quickly he's playing. So let's see here. Okay, this move strikes me as bad for black, for white. Rook d2 again. Alright, yeah. Now like queen g2 is the only... Yeah, queen g2 is the only way to defend. Queen g3 is the only way to defend. Or queen f4, but both lead to the loss of the knight. And there is no even rook e8 check, so completely lost. Okay, I guess we're going to get another 5+1 game. Just sacks? Ooh. Oh, come on. Yeah. He had queen c5, by the way. Yeah, he's just playing too quickly. Queen c5 would have picked up the knight. Now he does it, but gives up the bishop. I don't know what Dr. 1000 IQ was doing, to be honest. He's still winning, of course. Too many pawns here, but why allow all of this? And now the conversion will take some time, which should be good news for Samer here. Ah, queen b5 picks up the rook. Okay, never mind. Yeah, you have to be careful there, but it's very difficult with such a low amount of time. And yeah. Okay, they're not rematching. I wonder if they're asking if there is one more game or what. By the way, I noticed I have not muted them. They're both muted though, so that's good. But just in case, best practice is to mute them, of course. Alright, so a 4-2 lead for Dr. 1000 IQ, the favorite, picking up 2 important victories. So yeah, let's see. This is one of Dr. 1000 IQ's specialty lines against the King's Indian defense. Yeah. So let's see how he's going to play it. He just go all out for an attack as white, which is quite rare in the King's Indian. Did I say King's Indian attack? I meant defense, of course. I think I said defense, now that I think about it. Yeah. Queen d2, bishop h6. This is a classic kind of attack. And black isn't getting the standard King's Indian defense play. Queen f3 chooses to stay solid, and now knight d1, knight f2. Okay, knight a4. I would have played knight d1, knight f2. But yeah, it's I guess both are fine. It's just a completely different approach here by Dr. 1000 IQ, choosing to put the knight on the queen side and not try to reroute it as I would on the king side. Okay. Rook c1. Yeah, already here black is... I mean, the position might technically be fine for black, but... I mean, just think about it. First of all, in a blitz situation, you don't have any clear plans. And second of all, your pieces are so undeveloped, and white has a clear attack. I mean... Now, it might be fine for black, or it might be only slightly worse, but... I don't think it's the wisest option to continue to go for this line as black. But anyway, we'll see how Samer will play this here. So bishop g5, of course, Dr. 1000 IQ didn't want to allow f4, which would close off his dark squared bishop. So he puts it here, or he could have also played bishop h6, but he's putting it on a square where it can annoy black. And here he goes for bishop h6 back after bishop f6, not willing to trade, just to annoy black a bit, so that when he takes on h6, for example, after bishop h6, bishop g7, white can play a move, and after bishop takes h6, queen takes h6, it's white who would have the initiative there. So here, by taking here, you would be giving black like one extra move to play, while here, and let's say bishop g7 is played, you can play some random move, I don't know, maybe bishop b5, and then after takes, you can take back with the queen, and yeah, it's going to be you who has the activity and did not waste the tempo. And here, bishop h4 check, removing castling rights from white, which I don't think really matters so much for Dr. 1000 IQ. b3 is a nice idea, trying to... so your opponent here is trying to castle artificially on the queen side, but b3 check is there to just ruin the structure here, either because this is forced, or after king takes, the king would be on a very bad square, and if you try to ignore it with king b1, then of course there would be bishop b takes a2 check, and you'd have to take with the king, which would not be desirable. Okay, now attacking the queen. That's just losing. That's just losing for black. The queen is attacked and the bishop is attacked. The queen moves out of the way. The bishop is lost. Knight takes h3. Bishop takes h3 doesn't change anything, so this is completely losing actually. So let me just inform them that the 5+1 portion is over. Alright. So Dr. 1000 IQ here trying his best to go for an accurate conversion. Knight takes f4 is nice. Whichever way you take, your white will just be up a pawn. Rook takes f4 is impossible. Rook takes h1, there's rook takes h1 check. And e takes f4, there's just rook takes h4 with check as well. And basically leading to mate as well. Queen h7 would then be forced, and yeah, that's it. Alright, so He's trying to find the way out of this. I guess this kind of camera lag is from Dr. 1000 IQ's camera actually, because Samer's camera seems fine and my internet connection shouldn't be too bad. So I guess that's probably the case. Alright, so Samer should of course play this on. I mean, it's quite hopeless though. He should play it on because the 5+1 section is already over, so it doesn't really matter if he resigns now or later. But at the same time, it's completely hopeless, especially against Dr. 1000 IQ, so probably better to conserve energy and just resign. Though there's also the argument that he's not resigning now because he's basically resigned, but he's just continuing to play to buy even more rest time. So that could be it. Knight e7 check, I guess queen f6 check is coming, and if king f7, queen g6 check, queen takes g7 check. Mate, actually. Queen takes g7, mate, yep. Yes, sir. Okay, and he resigns. 5-2 for Akram, very big comeback. Well, not exactly a comeback by Akram, but yeah. Okay, they're on to the 3+1. Oh, they're starting the 3+1 immediately. They didn't even take a 1 second break. Okay. I guess then Samer's strategy of not resigning there paid off, because he at least got some kind of break. I mean, I guess both agreed not to take a break as well, so... Alright. This line, not again, but this line. We had a similar one before, but here white liquidated in the center a bit. I'm not familiar with the theory here. Is knight takes e5 a possibility? So like, just knight takes e5. If you take here, there's this. Is this an idea? I guess there's maybe knight takes c3. He goes for it. I guess there's maybe knight takes c3 though. No, doesn't even go. Ah, rook d1, threatening the bush. Yeah, I don't understand. Very strange. There is of course the possibility of taking here, and after this playing some queen d6 with bishop g4 as an idea, followed by some knight f3. He goes for it. I mean, you kind of have to, right? I don't know if this is theory or not, to be honest. Could very well be. Huh. Queen d8. Not queen d6. Yeah, I mean, it's telling me to upgrade to Windows 11. So let's delay that. Alright. Yes. Very sensible. Just goes back. No reason to complicate matters, and yeah, that's just an exchange. An exchange and the pawn. Black is completely lost, of course. At the center. Ooh. Oof. Nice. But that doesn't change much. It's still an endgame down in exchange, but black, of course, has the bishop pair and a very mighty bishop pair. So it's not completely clear either. Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, no, you have to take the queen, of course. What? No, what? No, what? No! What? Bruh, here you take on e1 with check, the king goes here, then you can take this. What? Okay. Okay. I mean, why king g1, king g2 as well? Why not just here or whatever? I guess the problem with I'm trying to think because king h1, then you take here, and this is threatened. But then you just move here, and this, I guess you have some knight g2, but it's not at all pleasant. And if king f1, there's knight takes h2 check. Yeah, still though, better than king g2. And the biggest howler is not playing knight takes e1 check. Okay, but see the killer bees here. The killer bees. Yeah, I mean, knight takes e1 is a way to liquidate and go for an equal position. Here, though, black is honestly playing for a win now. It shouldn't work, though. White should have enough defensive resources. He's an exchange up. I mean, come on. I guess he's considering... No, bishop a6 check, there's king takes f3. That doesn't work. So... yeah. King g7. Okay. Takes b2. He's picking up a pawn. Bishop e5. Or this. I don't really understand this move though. Now you have to go bishop a3, and is that what you really want? I don't know. Knight c2 I guess works. I guess it does. Okay, pinning. Samer really low on time. Rook takes d2, a threat. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. So in retrospect, Dr. 1000's IQ's decision of not taking on e1 turns out to be correct, because then he would have entered into some sort of equal position. But here, with an exchange down, the position remained imbalanced, and he was able to win. Alright. Queen b6, by the way, is the theory in this line. He goes for queen c8 instead, which I guess is playable, of course. Yeah, Dr. 1000 like you actually a big expert in this line of Le Catalan. The Catalan. Knight h4 might be interesting. I guess he just goes bishop e6. There are some knight takes d5 ideas floating in the air, but yeah, they no longer work anyway. The rook on e8 is protecting the queen there. So I was thinking some knight takes d5, knight takes d5, queen takes, and rook takes here. But the rook is protecting now, and anyway they don't even work because the bishop was also protecting. So that's why I mentioned knight h4. Knight h4 to maybe force the bishop to go to g6, but of course that's not forced, it just goes to e6. Okay. Now actually, hold on. Let me calculate. Some knight takes f7 might have been working. Rook takes f7. Bishop takes f4. All forced. Bishop takes c7. Queen takes c7. Knight takes d5. I guess it's not forced though. Maybe though. If here, knight b6. And if here... Yeah, my point was maybe after takes, there's bishop takes. And you have an attack here, which would be winning probably for white. But after knight takes, attacking the queen, maybe just queen d8. And you can play something with knight takes e7 check. And it would be an interesting exchange sacrifice actually. But yeah, maybe not enough. Anyway, we're spending too much time on this BS. Let's see the game. Just f3 here and then take on a5 maybe. Should be good for white. Yeah, f3 and take on a5. No reason not to take that free pawn. Or win the the bishop here. And not the bishop, the rook. Yeah, I mean he could have played bishop f5 though. Yeah. And now take on a5. No reason not to, right? Oh my god, I'm forgetting the pawn on e3 is hanging. Sorry, my bad, guys. Forgot this is. Actually, I forgot because here, yeah, I mean, okay, but here, so a more logical sequence would have been this, but then you also have g4, and after this, yeah, so you're winning an exchange anyway. And actually, now that I think about it, why did he not take on e3 here? Huh? That's weird. Yeah, black missed that here. Samer missed that. Okay, e4 and e5 is coming with a nasty fork. Any way to prevent that? I guess not. Actually, you're not threatening to take though, because there are these two heavy pieces on the e file. So if you take any which way, this would just be hanging. Yeah, and also you can play here already. Oh, what? Ah, I guess there's this. Okay. Don't get too excited there, Mr. Truth Duck. Rook e1, very nice. Yeah, e takes f5 can come at any moment. Reasonable sacrifice. It's actually not so easy to play white here. You're up in exchange for a pawn. Yeah, this is very dangerous for white to play. Oof. Oof. Knight g4 could be an idea. Or this. Knight takes g3 now. Oh, this looks lost. Giving up the exchange. I guess that has to be taken. Yeah. Takes. Because after... Oh. Oh. Yeah, you couldn't have taken with the pawn there, and taking with the queen leads to knight takes g3. Not the... Oh. Wait, what? That's not working. It's not working. Yeah, the queen on d5 protects g2. Samer just ruined the nice comeback here. He was winning. Well, much better at least. Yeah, he just ruined this. Still not so easy for white to convert. Yeah, it should be. No, it's not easy to convert this into a win. You have to push the pawn there, and yeah, that's not easy. Samer gets up here. Okay. What does he see? Queen h3 maybe? He has to play something. Ah, yeah, he spent too much time here. Oof. Yeah, he misplayed that very badly. Like, even in the end there it wasn't so clear, but yeah, he blundered far too much. That's what takes, back-to-back blunders. Resilience is key. Okay, 7-2 for Dr. 1000 IQ, and we're already halfway into the 3+1, so this is almost looking like a mathematically foregone conclusion, even. Samer can still come back, though, of course. King's Indian attack against the master of the King's Indian attack, Mr. Dr. 1000 IQ. Well, they played this before, I guess, of course. I guess, of course. No, it's of course. G5. I like the Moxie. Attack. Attacking white on the King's Indian. Did I say I think I said defense this time. I meant attack. So attacking white and the King's Indian attack. All very exciting. Very, very exciting. Alright. Let's see here. Yeah, who's attacking whom, huh? It's looking like black is the one getting attacked. Yep. Rook h5 is screaming for me. Is screaming to be played somehow. I don't know why he plays it. Why am I attracted to this move? Why don't we play Rook g8 like normal human beings? Rook h5 seems so artificial. I mean, you're keeping it along the h file, but yeah. Oof. Bishop takes g3. Always an idea in these kinds of positions, and yeah, he goes for it now. So queen takes, the threat is rook takes h2, and of course knight takes would not be possible because of the pin. And already, if you can imagine the queen not being here, this rook becomes a bit tender. Of course, then you'd have to take care of this knight, but it's connected to this knight, so everything would fall, kind of. Maybe knight d4 now. I like this move. I like this move. There are many tactical points to this move. One of them, he plays it. One of them is, for example, queen f2. You can probably just take, king takes, and fork. That's one idea. Maybe there's something stronger there, but yeah, I don't know. And if otherwise, if here, of course, you just take on h2. I takes. Okay, what's the point? What happens after knight takes? I don't get it. Does this work? Ah, this works because you pick up the queen. Yeah, I saw this move. It of course came to mind, but yeah, I didn't. Yeah, you just pick up the queen. Yeah, I knew like the king has to take, but I didn't connect it with the queen being on f2, hanging on f2. He could have taken queen c2 here, maybe, by the way. So here, taking on c2, perhaps. Okay, didn't go for that. Still not such a simple position. White's pieces are kind of annoying. Upping the ante here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. White should of course be winning in terms of material, but I mean a queen and the pawn against a rook and the bishop basically. And white has the bishop pair, so no, that's a plus for white. I mean for black, yeah. So a pawn and an extra, a pawn against a pawn and the queen against the rook and the bishop. But white has the bishop pair, so maybe we can add like a half or 0.75 to that. So still, maybe like white should be basically up a pawn. And the pawns are quite annoying usually for the defending side, so it should be even a greater advantage for black. But still, white is doing well in some sense with the activity of the pieces. And as I say that, I feel like he's going to make a game losing blunder. Knight f4 is a potential move. Knight g3 as well. Threatening queen h2 mate. Queen h2 is no longer mate, but very dangerous. And yeah, just picks up the exchange. Now it's going to be very interesting. Okay, maybe not. d4 and it's GG. Queen f2, I guess. Queen g5 just picking up. Okay. Yeah, that's enough, of course. Actually, in a way, again, this is kind of converting and making your opponent's life easier. So it seems like you blundered here as black, but in fact you're just converting this position. And he just loses on time, but the position was completely lost anyway. So Akram running away with this 8-2. The mercy clause gets initiated at 9 games, so Akram, if he wins 3 more games, he can not play or choose not to play the bullet. But yeah, 3 more games is possible. No, actually it's almost guaranteed. I mean, this game should finish by the like 25-minute mark, and then another game by like the 29-minute. Yeah. Some games need to go quickly for that to happen. Because with the 1 second increment, the games can drag on for 7 minutes probably each. So far, how many games have they played? They've played 3 games in 21 minutes, yeah. So they're not really on pace to play 3 more games. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, that would be very bad for Samer if that were to occur. Dr. 1000 IQ winning a further 3 games in just 9 minutes, that would be disastrous anyway. And not something I think that's very likely to happen. Though, very impressive streak so far by Dr. 1000 IQ, a 6-game streak. So let's see. Alright, so this position, this pawn structure on the queen side for white, I've always hated this. I get you get the bishop pair, but these kinds of pawns, boy do I hate these kinds of pawns. And I've seen many strong players play these kinds of positions, and I've never liked them. And here he's already giving up one of the prides. No. The pride of the position. The bishop, the dark suede bishop. One of the prides. Yeah, prides is actually, I think, lions. Lions live in prides, right? Yeah. I remember learning in school, like in various different languages, because it was a trilingual school, about the sounds animals make in different languages, how they're like in Arabic they have a lot of these kinds of words for the sounds that animals make. It's quite interesting actually. Very interesting. Okay, back to the chess. So yeah, he's just down a pawn here, of course, black, and he's going to be down another pawn, not quite. So, oof, what? I saw the reaction of Dr. 1000 IQ's face, like, oof, whoa. Yeah, that was a free queen, guys. And Samer just pre-moved there, or almost pre-moved. Like he couldn't believe, like who would even believe Dr. 1000 IQ could make such a huge error? When I saw knight takes c7, I was like, what is he even thinking about? Queen d5 check? Did he miss the knight on f6? And yeah, apparently he did. Apparently he did. Tragic, tragic. Insane. Yeah, I mean, if Samer... the match was a foregone conclusion anyway, but yeah, if Samer can't win this game, it's impossible to come back. It was impossible anyway. There's too little time left. So I think we still have game over, bro, against Jawad, and then we'll be through to the semi-finals, which will be the winner between game over, bro, and Jawad. He will face off against Adib, and Akram will play against Joe. My apologies. Alright, so rook takes f6 is coming, yeah, and this is gone. Queen a1 check protects against rook takes f6. So, yeah, Samer definitely fighting on here. Absolutely nothing can be done though. Some tactics are looming in the air. You can think of rook takes f6. You can think of rook takes g7, followed by queen takes h6. You can think of this. All of these are ideas, but I don't think any of them is working. Actually, bishop e4 is working, no? Knight f6, rook takes f6. Oh. Bah. Wow! He's going for a brilliancy! I mean, bishop e4. Yeah, I'm so boring. I'm so boring. That would have been winning. But he went for an absolute brilliancy. That's an amazing checkmate. Wow. I love it. Brava, bravissima. Wow, amazing. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh my god, I'm stunned. I love beauty and aesthetics and yeah, chess. Oh. Yeah, you can't imagine how much pleasure such types of tactics bring. Oh no, oh no. Okay. Yeah, I avoided the sneeze there. Alright. So this b3 kind of setup. White, black has the bishop pair. And an attack to boot, and white has 0 attack. The knight on f3 is never getting developed even. a4 now, yeah, this is just open season on the black king. Maybe queen b8, intending to go queen a7. So maybe this. Let's see if that will be played. It is. Very natural move anyway. Queen a7, bishop a3. So queen a7, bishop a3, and yeah, it's going to be a tragic state of affairs for black, for white. How many times will I make these kinds of errors? Oh. This is a nice sacrifice, the point is this. But yeah, now you have to retreat basically. You have to go back. Or not. Bishop a3 also interesting. Still though, I feel he's playing a bit too loosely. Like black is completely winning if you play normally. No need to go for any of this fancy stuff. Okay, queen a5 now. I guess there's knight a4 or something. Yeah, of course, anytime takes here occurs. There's just this. Okay, I'm going to actually just close out of this for 1 second, guys. Need to take care of the sniffles. Alright guys, back here. So a series of brilliant sacrifices here by Dr. 1000 IQ. And yeah, Samer chose to sack back, but now, I mean, for example, if takes and d3, trying to protect laterally with the queen, he just resigns. Yeah, it just doesn't work. I mean, black didn't even sacrifice anything, so okay, they're on to the 1+1 already. They don't want any break. No breaks. No breaks. Alright, let's start the match clock. And let us be entertained. 10-2. An 8-point lead. Insane. Insane. What kind of Insane how he went on that kind of streak. Yeah, let's see in Bullet they're closer, but of course 1+1. This means the stronger bits player will have much more chances to win because time is less of a factor with the increment. So let's see how play will proceed here. Already white in a very good position. Very good position. Rook c8 could have been, now he's just dropping an exchange. Rook c8 could have been tried, I guess, there, but yeah, now it's just an exchange. And that's it. That's how le cookie crumbles. Just push the b pawn, push it, and push him, baby. Queen c4, d6, and yeah, that's just over. Alright, so that we're going to make use of arrows, so let me look at the player cams. Awesome. So black just has a killer center here. Yeah, I think the openings haven't been working so great for Samer here. Yeah, he hasn't been resilient, so on both fronts. I mean, Dr. 1000 IQ is probably one of the best prepared players, if not the best prepared player in the tournament. But I think in terms of resilience and missing some tactics here and there, I don't think he's as tricky as the others. So like someone like Joe, game over, bro. Adib, Jawad, if he makes it past game over, bro. All four are actually rather tricky players. Jawad less so than the other three. But this clash of styles will make for a closer match against Akram. But here, yeah, Samer hasn't been able to trick Dr. 1000 IQ. And Dr. 1000 IQ is playing some informed stuff. He's in form, I guess. But yeah, of course, of course, it's completely terrible that queen blunder. But yeah, apart from that, he's playing. See, this looked like a blunder, but no. Threatening mate on h2, of course, though that had to be taken. Yeah. I don't know why I have some sniffles again. Here and there are 7 billion passed pawns. Yeah. I mean, connected pawns on the 6th rank are quite powerful against the rook. Or stronger than the rook. What about the 7th? With an extra 2 pawns on the side to boot. Or extra 2 passed pawns, rather, is what I meant. Yeah. Very tough here for Samer. He should just get a win. Yeah, I mean, he should just get a win already. Wait, what happened with the time? Ah, oops, my bad. Alright, another very nice position. Yeah, I mean, just from the openings, I don't like what Samer has been doing from the openings, and Dr. 1000 IQ is so well prepared just on the piece here. And even Bishop D6 and C5 just not letting black have any fun. Rook D4, Rook A3, Rook A4 traps the queen. Ouch. I guess, yeah. You're losing the queen for 2 pieces. Still, of course, white is winning here, but yeah, maybe he got overexcited there. Shouldn't have played that really. Now knight G4 check is potentially a threat. Maybe something to watch out for. He goes knight G2, knight D2, protecting. Bishop E4. Okay. Okay, king G3 saves the day, I guess. But still though, rook E3 check. Rook E3 and G5. G5. G5 check. Nah, no G5. Also, this is lose. Finally gets a game in. Yeah, but that was absolutely careless by Dr. 1000 IQ. And yeah, of course, it doesn't really matter, but why allow this as Dr. 1000 IQ? Alright. So let's see here. Very weird kind of position with this knight on b6, huh? Makes for rather a strange impression. I don't know about knight c4. It's a powerful move usually, but here you're kind of trading off that knight on b6, which isn't such a great piece. So is that such a wise decision? I'm not so sure. Not so sure at all. Okay, dropping an exchange here, but of course black has a lot of activity. Yeah, he's getting careless, to be honest, Dr. 1000 IQ. I know it doesn't really matter, but why not? You're still playing a match. Play your best, always. F3 and knight f4, a classic idea, especially prevalent in the Svechnikov Sicilian, and this is kind of resembling a Svechnikov now. Now black has supreme control over the dark squares. Just look at this control, damn. And the bishop pair here, and rook b8, c5, b4, push, push, push. Attack here. It's looking quite nice for black, to be honest. Well, nice is an overstatement, but black shouldn't be too worse off here. I'm honestly even getting convinced that black is better here. You don't want to trade off a rook. It doesn't make sense, positionally speaking. You have a unique rook here. If you lose this rook, then white will be the one with the unique rook. This is as best as I can explain this kind of concept. What? Why not just play this? I get there's b5, but you've already made one mistake. Don't follow it up with another. Yeah, this is starting to not look so great, I guess, for white, for black. He took here, but bishop c4 may have been possible. Then you have to deal with taking and all of that jazz, so maybe not. Okay. The bishop's getting very active now. King d4. King d4. More natural. Yeah, it was looking quite difficult here. And Dr. 1000 IQ isn't playing the best, even though he's kind of back into the game. But he has not been playing the best. What? Yuck. What's that? Okay, now this is just a draw. Bishop g6 was possible there for black, for white, followed by rook takes h6. Okay, now it's maybe not even a draw. Now I'm starting to like black. It's looking very dangerous for white. King e3 is coming. Ah. Yeah, this is just lost now for white. Yep. Three extra passed pawns. Rook d3, rook d5. And that's it. Okay, probably time for one more bullet game. Let's see if they can, if Dr. 1000 IQ can make this Triskai Decaphobe happy. And I think the people who got this joke exactly amount to 2 people in the entire world. No, I'm kidding. I don't know how many people would get this kind of joke. Not many. See? I used the countable there. And how many people would get that grammar joke? Not much. Oh, I'm so fun. Okay. Yeah. So now knight d4. Alright. Yeah. I mean, black looks very solid. Not seeing a real way for white to move forward here. 7, yeah. Wins the pawn though. That's one way to move forward. And still not easy for white to push on through, but yeah, he's just going to slowly and very slowly. Ooh. Nice tactic. Spots them. Lickety split. Of course, the queen can't take on d6 because of that pin action going on. On the rank. Just resigns. Well. Yeah. He should have. Yeah, I mean, not even the bullet. Yeah, I mean, the 1 second increment it makes for a completely different game. Flagging just goes out of the way, and the stronger blitz player will definitely not have too many issues, even if they're weaker in regular bullet. I was thinking maybe this was working, no? The point is after. So here actually. This, here, takes, queen takes, bishop takes c4. Guess that was working, yeah. Any hooters. Let's continue to watch this. Is that bishop trapped? It is. So Dr. 1000 IQ losing here. Will Samer be able to convert? Let's see. Sorry, getting a phone call. Alright, so 1+1 is over. Just sending that. And let's enjoy the last game of this match. Wait, how did he recover the piece? That's strange. Yeah, he sacked a piece back, but getting some pawns, and yeah, should be winning. Opposite colored bishops, but yeah, should be winning for white here. 3 extra pawns, and rooks are still on the board, so not exactly opposite colored bishops. Should be winning, should be winning. But b3 is very tender, and the bishop can't come back in time to defend that, huh? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, why is he taking... Huh. Why is he taking the d3 pawn? I thought b3 would have been simpler. I guess both kind of work. And d3 is the more central pawn anyway. e7? Oh, Samer just seems dejected. Yeah, I guess this is still winning, right? Because d2, there's always the bishop covering. This should be winning, right? Maybe it's not, actually. No, it's not winning. What am I talking about? The king is always protecting the black king, that is. Yeah. And Akram's mistake was trying to win here. So instead of trying to hold the draw, he tries to win and loses. Okay. 14-4. Insane. And to be honest there, it was... No, Dr. Othaz, like, you played so well, actually. Yeah. Just not much more to say. Like, it wasn't one of those matches where the other side had chances. I mean, of course, Samer had chances. He blundered a lot as well, but yeah, I mean, this was mostly a one-man show by Dr. Montazakyu. He played so well, so well. So, alright, congrats to Dr. 1000 IQ for moving on to the semi-finals where he will face off against Joe. That match is confirmed. We're going to see when it will be played. And we have soon as well Game Over Bro facing off against Jawad in the quarterfinals. So alright, stay tuned for that. We took a bit of a break there. The scheduling wasn't the easiest. Both, I mean, yeah, many players in the slash semi-finals had some busy schedules, but we're working it out now. Let's see when Game Over Bro against Jawad will be played. And yeah, with that, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more Blullet Knockouts and for more videos in general on this channel. It will be getting quite active, hopefully quite soon. Alright guys, with that, thank you for watching, take care and bye.